Hi, my name's Parvin and I work in the Home Office as a Senior Policy Officer. Okay, first question. So tell us a little bit about your role and company. Okay, so the Home Office is part of the civil service, and its role, and governments in general, is to keep UK citizens safe and the country secure. The Home Office has responsibility for a number of key areas of work that contribute towards that, including immigration, crime, drugs policy, fire, counter-terrorism and policing. So I work in policy, and government policy basically describes a course of action planned by the government on a particular subject. Put simplistically, these can be guidelines or a plan of action for areas that affect the public. So there are lots of Home Office policies, such as ones on domestic abuse, modern slavery, immigration and national security. Question number 2. What attracted you to the role and the industry? So I joined the Home Office because a friend of mine worked in the Home Office at the time as an immigration officer. She kept telling me about how it was a great place to work, how much she really enjoyed it, that she worked with great people, and she seemed to have a real sense of purpose and was really satisfied in her role. And I guess that really motivated me to apply, because, you know, it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a real sense of purpose, to know that I was contributing to something kind of bigger, I guess. Question 3. What pathways are there to get into the role? So all Home Office opportunities and vacancies, all civil service ones for that matter, are all advertised in the same place. They are all advertised on the Civil Service Jobs website. So you can apply directly to a vacancy on there. There's also the Civil Service Fast Stream programme, which is for talented graduates. There are also apprenticeships that are advertised on the Civil Service Jobs website. There is also a summer diversity internship programme and an early diversity internship programme as well, which are for shorter periods of time that people can apply for too, in order to gain experience. Question 4. So what key qualities are employers looking for? So something that people are often surprised by is that there are, the vast number of jobs in the civil service. There are quite a few that don't require technical qualifications such as degrees. There are some that do, but there are quite a few that don't. It's more about you as an individual and a kind of like the skills and experience that you bring as a person. So I guess qualities wise, what I'd be looking for as an employer would be someone that's authentic, someone that's bright, someone that can bring diversity of thought, someone that can bring a unique perspective and identify new ways of doing things. Question 5. Describe a typical week at work. So flexible working is encouraged in the civil service, and that really helps and supports me as a parent because I have childcaring responsibilities. For example, I might start at 8 o'clock one day and kind of finish at 4:30 in order to get back to the kids, pick up the kids in time. Other days I might start at 10 o'clock and finish that a little bit later because I've started later. So an average week I'll have meetings that have been arranged with other teams within the Home Office or other government departments to discuss and progress ideas. I'll block out some time in my calendar as well to ensure I've got enough time for planning and for carrying out actions. I also dedicate a bit of time to personal development as well. So that's not always training and e-learning. It can be other things like attending lunch and learn sessions or attending a session with a guest speaker to learn about new areas as well. And I've been in the Home Office for a while, so I've made quite a few good friends. And I'll often try and catch up with them over a coffee or at lunchtime to maintain those relationships. What advice would you give your 16 or 17-year-old self? I would tell myself not to be so hard on myself, I guess. I remember it felt like everyone else at the time when I was 16, had it all figured out. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and I didn't. And I remember feeling quite stressed out about it for quite a few years after that. So I tell myself that it's okay to just study what I enjoy, that it's okay to try a few jobs to find the right one, the one that kind of makes me want to jump out of bed in the mornings and kind of smile on the way to work. So I guess that's the bit of advice that I'd give myself. Thank you for listening. I hope you found that useful. Take care. Bye.